Okay. Yeah. Right. Now take a new file. Right. Paste this code. Right. First try to understand, if I write just while true, so is it an infinite loop or it's a loop which stops at some after some iterations or after some number of steps?
Finite loop.
Infinite loop.
Finite.
Because this true means this condition, here the condition are written as just true, that means it never changes, it's just a literal value.
Sir, not audible, sir.
Not audible. What happened? Yes, now am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. Now try to understand here. Here I am just using while with condition. The condition what I written here is just a boolean value. A boolean value true. So that means this value will be always true. This condition will be always true. Okay, it never changes to false. That means, so this while true enters into an infinite loop. Enters into infinite loop. But when to stop this loop then? When to stop this loop? For that purpose, what I am doing here is I am asking user to enter the name, right? So when I enter the name MEJ, then it is going to terminate the loop. Okay, it is going to terminate the loop and it continues with the further part of the program. If I don't enter MEJ, then it keeps on looping. It keeps on looping by asking the name from the user. So try to understand with the execution here now, right? Save this file. Yeah, sample 3 while. Okay, 3 while. Right. Now invalid character identify. Yes, I said already. Copy, when you do copy, change the characters, single quote characters. Okay, right. Please type your name. See, when I type MEJ, right, then immediately it stops and continues with the further part of the program. What is further part of the program? Thank you. Right. So it stopped the loop and continue with the further part of the program. But when you don't enter MEJ, what will happen? You see here now. Okay. So if I enter PQR, right, again what it is doing, you see here. When you are typing PQR, see, look at here. It asks for the username. Sorry, it asks for the name. So then you check with the name. So what I entered PQR. So I'll write the comment line here. PQR as compared with MEJ. Compared with MEJ are the same. PQR equals to MEJ. Condition is true or false? Condition is true or false? Condition is true or false? False. So since the condition is false, so this break statement will not be executed, right? Then where it jumps back to?
Loop.
Yes, it jumps back to the beginning of the loop. What is the beginning of the loop here? The condition is true. That means again it will start reading the name from the user. That it will display the message called as please type your name. Again we got here, please type your name. Then waiting for the input. So now I'll enter XYZ. Again, what happens here? So now this time it is data given is XYZ. It checks with XYZ with the MEJ. So if both are not equal, again it jumps back to the beginning of the loop. So that means you look at here, again it is asking for the name. Mean until you enter MEJ, the loop will be continued. Okay, until you enter MEJ, the loop will be continued. But once you type MEJ, so then it will stop the loop and it will go out of the loop. So that is further part of the program will be continued. Did you get where to use break statement?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the purpose of break statement? What's the purpose?
To come out of the loop.
To terminate or to exit from the loop. To exit from the loop. Early exit. Okay. Early exit. We call it as early exit. Okay. We'll take one more example here. Okay. Try to understand. Okay. Right. So print. Okay. What I'll do here, I'll take x equals to right 1, right? So print x, right? Then x equals to x plus 1, right? Then if, right, if x is equals to 6, if x is equals to 6, then I'll break the loop, right? And now what will be the output from this loop? What will be the output? My initial value of x is equals to 1, and then I started an infinite loop. So in the loop I am printing the value of x, right? So first what it does here, look at here in the comment line. So first it prints 1, right? Then in the next step what happens? X value will be incremented by 1, right? It becomes 2, correct? X value is incremented by 1, it becomes 2. So then it checks with the condition. So now what is the condition here? 2 is equals to 6. Is it true or false?
False.
False. So when it is false, where it jumps back to? Where it jumps back to? To the start of the loop. That is beginning of the loop. That is true. Yes, again it comes to print statement and prints the value 2. Then what will be the next value of x? 3. Then checks the condition 3, right? So again condition is false, so it jumps back and then prints 3. Then next value will be 4. Then condition will be 4. Then again condition is false, then jumps back to beginning, then prints 4, like prints 5, right? Then here you'll get 5, here you'll get 6. Then look at here now, 6 equals to 6. What happens now?
True, sir.
It's true. So when it is true, what happens? The break statement will be executed. The break statement will be executed. So what is the break statement? When it encounters break statement in the program, then what happens? It immediately stops the entire loop. Immediately stops the entire loop and comes out of the loop. So that means it goes to the next statement, that is print thank you. So it will print thank you. So what will be the output from the program now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 followed by thank you. Are you getting my point? Are you getting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so 1 minute. This error is because of space. Okay, right. Okay, indentation mixes with tabs and spaces. Okay, right. Thank you. Sorry. Either you have to use space or you have to use the tab. So, but what I did before, I was using tab as well as I was using space bar. Okay, so that kind of in that way, if you leave the spaces, then it is not a perfect indentation. So that's why it was showing error message. So even one more correction you can remember now with that my mistake, right? Indentation for mean to create the block of code, either you have to use the space bar or you have to use the tab. Okay, tab key. But if you use mixture of a tab and space bar key, so then it will show the wrong indentation. So it will show the error message, syntax error. Okay, now see here, so that program has executed up to 5, mean the loop has continued up to 5, 1 to 5, and then stop the loop, right? So this is where we require break statement. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Similarly we have one more statement that is called as continue statement, right? So what is this continue statement? See, it is exactly opposite of this break. Break is going to terminate the entire loop. Okay, is going to terminate the entire loop and comes out of the loop. But the continue statement, what the continue statement does is, it will skip only the current iteration of the loop. It will skip only the current iteration of the loop and jumps back to the beginning of the loop. It will stop only one iteration. It will stop only one iteration of the loop. Continuous statement will stop only one iteration of the loop and it will continue with the next iteration of the loop. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Sir.
Yeah. See, yeah. See, continuous statement is basically to skip a particular iteration of the loop and continue with the next iteration of the loop. For example, try to understand with some analogy. See, I have a 10 iteration in a loop. But what I want to do is, I want to skip the third iteration. I want to skip the seventh iteration. Are you getting my point? What I want is, I have 10 iterations. Okay, mean the loop runs for 10 times. But out of the 10 iterations, I don't want to run the third iteration and I don't want to run the seventh iteration. I want to skip this third and seventh iteration. Right? But all other remaining iterations are to execute and have to do their action part. Are you getting my point? Hello all.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Hachala?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Deepa?
Yes, sir.
Jessica?
Yes, sir.
Kirti?
Yes, sir.
Mahalakshmi?
Yes, sir.
Manjula?
Yes, sir.
Rajia?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, simple example that I took with the continue. So I want to run a loop with 10 iterations. I want to run the loop with 10 iterations. But out of the 10 iterations, I want to skip the third iteration and I want to skip the seventh iteration. Right? But remaining all I want to execute as I want. Right? So for that, see here now, I'll write a simple code for that and then I'll take another example which is there in the PPT. Right? Now, start with, for example, x equals to 1. Right? Then I'll write while x less than x less than or equals to 10. Now, so since this x value is starting with a 1, and the condition is less than or equals to 10, so that means the loop will run for 10 times. Correct?
Yes, sir.
The loop will run for 10 times. But try to understand here now. If value of x is equals to 3, mean if it is a third iteration, or what is one more? If x value is 7, means 7th iteration. This is an example, like you need not to skip only 3rd and 7th, you can skip any iteration, right, depending on the requirement. Here I want to skip, my requirement is to skip the 3rd and 7th iteration. In that case, now what I am going to do is, I will write a continue. If x value is equals to 3 or x value is equals to 7, it has to skip the iteration and continue with the next one, right? Otherwise, print the value of x, right? Print value of x. Then I will write print all done. Okay, right. Now with this code, now this is the sample with the continue, right? Continue. Okay, right. Now if I run this code, what will be the output? Can you tell me the output? What will be the output from this code?
1 to 10 without 3 and 7.
1 to 10 without
3 and 7.
3 and 7. 3 and 7.
Correct? Right. But what happened, you see here? It's running in a infinite loop. Right? When it enters into infinite loop, so press Ctrl C. Then why it has entered into infinite loop? See,
X value is not
x equals to 1, but I didn't change the value of x anywhere, right? That's why after this one you write x equals to x plus 1, right? So that it goes to the next value and compares with the condition, right? Now you run code, right? What you got here? 1 to sorry. Okay, right. Only 1 and 2. It has displayed only 1 and 2. Right. Why so? Right. 1 minute. Okay. Just. Okay. Put it before. Right. First print the value of x, then increment. If it is 3 or 7, then skip it to next iteration. Okay, skip that iteration and go to the next one. Okay. Then run this code. Alright. Now, okay, one more time. Sorry. What? See here. What happened? Why? What was mistake here? See, 1 to 10. It has displayed all. It has displayed all. So what you have to do is you have to put this statement after this one. Okay, incrementing has to be done after continue after this one. Oh, sorry, okay, sorry, what's happening here? Was okay, 1 minute. I'll show with the iterations. 1 less than or equals to 10, right? So as the condition is true, it will print 1 here. It will print 1, right? It will print 1. Then it checks with the condition 1 is equals to 3 or 1 equals to 7, so both are false. So it will go to the next statement, that is x equals to x plus 1. So here it comes to 2, then jumps back to the condition, right? So here in condition 2 less than or equals to 10, then it prints 2, then condition 2 is equals to 3 or 2 is equals to 7, both are false. So it will come to this one, then it comes 3, then next statement, that is 3 less than or equals to 10, the condition is true, so again it prints 3 here, right? It prints 3 here, but it should not, but we yes, okay, yes, if 3, then 3 is equals to 3 is true, so continue. So when directly it goes to that one, but increment will not happen. Okay, what happened now? Right. Yeah. Okay. 1 meter. Right. So put this statement here. Alright. And then this one we take it here. Okay. So what will happen now? X equals to initially take 0. If I take 1, so it comes 2 here. The 2 is equals to 3, right? Okay, right. So now it prints value of x is 0. So okay, 0, 0 plus 1. So here it becomes 1. Then it prints 1 here. Then it becomes 2. Then it prints 2. Then it becomes 3. So since 3 it continues, then right, so this 3 will not be displayed here, right? Okay, then next it will be 4. So 4 it will come here and then it will print 4. Okay, right. Now try to understand, but we got 11 also, because since we are taken less than or equals to 0 and starting with 0, so we have to change it to x less than 10. Now try to understand now here, right? I'll explain once again. So now look into the output here. So what we got here, output 1, 2, then 3. So what happened to 3 now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
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 Now what happened with the 3?
Skip.
Yeah.
It is skipped, sir.
Third skip, then 4, 5, 6 again displayed, then 7 got skipped,
Skipped, sir.
right? 8, 9, 10, right? Now look at here, first try to understand how it works actually, right? First initial value of x is 0, right? Initial value of x is 0. Look into the code here, this 0 less than 10, okay, 0 less than 10, right? First condition is 0 less than 10, right? Is it true or false?
True.
Right. Now
True, sir.
increment the value of x. Now what it becomes? 1. So then condition. Test the condition with the if statement. 0 is equals to 3. Is it true or false? Or 0 is equals to 7. Are they true? Is anyone true?
No, sir.
No, both are false. Both are false, right? Whole condition is false. Both are false. So false or with false, the false only, right? So then the continue statement will not be executed. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Since both the conditions are false,
Yes, sir.
so then it jumps to the print statement. Now what is the value of x? Current value of x? 1, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Now it
sir.
prints 1.
Yes, sir.
Right. Since the value of x is 1, it prints 1. Then after this one, it jumps back to the condition. Jumps back to the condition and tests the next condition. What is the next condition now? 1 less than 10. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now is it true or false?
True, sir.
Right. Now increment the value of x by 1. So it becomes 2. It becomes 2. Now test the condition. Test the condition. That is, sorry, one earlier it was 1 with 7 and 1 with 3 and 1 with 7. Then now it tests with the condition 2 is equals to 3 or 2 is equals to 7. Both are false. Both are false. So it comes to print statement and prints the value of x. Now what is the value of x is 2.
True, sir.
So it prints 2. Then next condition. So 2 less than 10. Is it true or false? True. Then now increment x value by 1. Increment x value by 1. So it becomes 3. Now you look at here. So the condition is 3 is equals to 3 or 3 is equals to 7. Now what is the condition here? 3 is equals to 3.
True, sir.
True.
True, sir.
3 is equals to 7. 3 is equals to 7. False. True or with false. What is the result?
False.
True or with false. What is the result?
False.
True only, right?
True.
True and with anything. True or with anything will be true only. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes,
now
sir.
it will execute the continue statement. Now what is happening, you see here? As soon as it encounters this continue statement, then immediately it jumps back to the beginning of the loop. Are you getting what is actually happens with the continue statement? So when the condition is true, so this continue statement will be executed by the interpreter. So as soon as the interpreter encounters this continue statement, so immediately it jumps back to beginning of the loop. That is condition, right? So now what is the condition here? So the condition is 3 less than 10. 3 less than 10 mean that when it encountered this continue statement, it jumps back to condition. That means this statement has not got executed. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that
Yes,
means
sir.
that's why we didn't get the 3 on the screen. We didn't get the 3 on the screen. Right. So since continue statement jumped back to the beginning of the loop, that is condition. So it checks the next condition, that is 3 less than 10. So then increment the value of x by 1. So it becomes 4. So then checks the condition 4 is equals to 3 or 4 is equals to 7. Both are false. Both are false. So then it jumps to print statement. So we'll get the result as 4. 1, 2 followed by 4. So that's why here after 1 and 2 we got a 4 here. Did you understand how continue statement will work?
Yes, sir.
Is continue statement stopped entire loop?
Yes, sir.
Is continue statement
sir.
stopped entire loop?
No, sir.
No. But what about break statement? What about break statement? What about break statement? Break statement was terminating entire loop. Was terminating the entire loop. But continue statement will not do so. Will not do so. It will stop only the current iteration. It will stop only the current iteration and will continue with the next iteration of the loop. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that is it has skipped third iteration and continue with the fourth iteration. Likewise, when it comes to 7, When it comes to 7, then it skips this 7th iteration and continues with the 8th, 9th and 10th iteration, mean the further iterations of the loop, right? So that's the difference between break and continue statement, right? Look into this example here now. So we have this statement, just I'll execute this one and I'll stop. Okay, all right, take this one, right? Okay, all right, here now this is sample 1 of continue. Now here in program what I am doing is, right, so if the entered, I am asking who are you. Okay, there is an infinite loop here, there is an infinite loop. In this loop I am using both continue statement and break statement, right? So what happens, you see here, when I am asking who are you, so you will be entering your name. Okay, if your name is not equals to MEJ, mean the until you enter MEJ it keeps on asking you the name. Until you enter MEJ, it keeps on asking your name. So it will continue. When you enter when you enter MEJ, then it will execute the further part of the program.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
My voice is breaking. Okay, right. 1 minute. Yes, now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now try to understand here. So here what I am doing is I am asking for the username and the password. I am asking for the username and password. But unless the user types the username as MEJ, unless the user enters the username as MEJ, the program, the loop will be continued. The loop, see, it simply skips the further part of the loop and continues with the next iteration of the loop. So look at here now, the third if this statement, look into this one. If entered name is not equals to MEJ, so it simply skips the further part of the loop. It simply skips the further part of the loop and continues with the next iteration of the loop. That means until you enter MEJ, it keeps on asking you the name. Once you enter MEJ, then it will allow you to continue with the further part of the loop, right? So that is allow MEJ, what is your password? Okay, so then it will take a password. If password is equals to Python, then that is nothing but your name and password as match and access has been granted. So it will stop the entire loop and it will say that access has been granted to you, right? Otherwise it will keep on looping. It will keep on looping. Okay. Done. Right, who are you? So now I'll enter XYZ. So look at it now. If you enter XYZ other than MEJ, it simply skips the further part of the loop, skips that iteration and continues with the next iteration. That means it is asking the name again. So if I enter PQR, again it will not give you the access, right? So unless you enter MEJ, it will be continuing with the next iteration, right? When you enter MEJ, then it continues with the further part of the loop. So that is, it will go for the next steps of the loop, that is allow MEJ, what is the password, right? Then again if I enter something else, like for example I'll enter password, some random password, just pass, right, pass W. Then again see here, again it is starting with the first starting of the loop, because password has not matched. Username was MEJ but password didn't match with that, so that's why it is again continuing with the beginning of the loop. So again you need to type what is your name, then MEJ. So then when I type Python, right, now username is MEJ, expected username is MEJ, expected password is Python. So when both matches, then it will stop the entire loop and it will come out of the loop and you will say access is granted, right? Did you understand with this example?
Yes,
So continue statement is not allowing unless you enter the required data. Continue statement is not allowing you to continue with the further part of the loop unless you enter the required data. And when you enter the required data, the entire loop will be stopped by break statement. Right? When you enter both the required data, so this break statement will stop the entire loop and will come out of the loop. Are you able to understand with this example when to use break and continue? What is the purpose of break and continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Manjula. Pooja.